A quiet courtroom turns tense as James Edward Kellogg steps forward, facing a probation violation he can no longer avoid. Judge Boyd listens, searching for truth beneath excuses and hesitation. But one question remains: is he taking responsibility or hiding from it?
All right. So, do you want a plea deadline date extended because of the discovery issues, or do you want a jury trial date?
Slightly, yes, Judge. Yes. Just one more, just to make sure everything matches up. Because I've physically read what's in the state's file, but matching it to the Peter says two different things.
All right. Then let's do this. Ms. Ferguson?
Yes.
Set this for a jury trial date and a plea deadline date.
Yes.
How long do y'all expect this trial to last?
For the state's case, Your Honor, at least 2 full days.
All right.
3 days, Judge, total.
All right. So if you're going to receive a jury trial date and a plea deadline date, and Norma, make sure that that's placed on a Monday. And then if an agreement is not reached, you all will be called back on Tuesday for a jury selection.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. Monday, November 1st.
All right, December 1st.
Sounds like a plan. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Thank you for dressing appropriately for court. Once you sign the reset form, you're excused.
Thank you. Have an excellent morning, Your Honor.
Oh, thank you.
Be right there.
All right, who else is next?
Okay. Here. That is on page 9, second one down.
All right, who's here on Mr. James Edward Kellogg?
Morning, Judge.
Good morning. Hello, Mr. Kellogg.
Morning, Judge.
Good morning. Court is calling 2025 CR 001641, State versus James Edward Kellogg. Can I have parties announce?
State.
Sean Sheffield for defense, Your Honor. We're ready.
And are you Mr. Kellogg?
Yes.
Did you review the document entitled Motion to Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Are you the same James Edward Kellogg who was placed on community supervision in 2025 CR 001641 for the offense of evading arrest, detention with a previous conviction on April 17, 2025 for a term of 3 years? Is that you?
Yes, Your Honor.
State?
Violated condition number 4 in Bear County, Texas. The defendant, James Edward Kellogg, did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of May and June 2025 in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
I'm sorry?
Yes. Not true. Not true.
Not true?
True. True. Sorry, Your Honor.
Oh, that's okay. So you can either plead true or not true. If you plead not true, because we're set for a contested hearing today, we will go forward. If you plead true, then that means that you're saying, yes, the allegation in the motion, I admit that I did not report. Do you understand?
Yes.
Then state if you'll reread the violation for the record.
Violated condition number 4 in Bear County, Texas. The defendant, James Edward Kellogg, did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of May and June 2025 in violation of condition number.
How do you plead to that?
True.
State,
State will waive and abandon the remaining violations.
any objections?
No, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, and sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility? Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4? Court will find violation of condition number 4 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, Your Honor, the proposed agreement is to grant state's motion and sentence to 16 months in Bear, I'm sorry, in the state jail facility, and then state will also take into consideration cause number 2025 CR 0109 and 2025 CR 0109.
All right, I'm sorry. Could you repeat that? 2021?
I'm sorry, 2025
Mhm.
CR 010938.
Yes.
2025 CR 010939.
All right.
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay. That's for the court reporter. All right, counsel, is there a reason I should not sentence him to 2 years?
Judge, we're just asking the court to follow that recommendation. We understand the court does not have to, but we're just asking to give him an opportunity, Your Honor. He is just asking for that opportunity.
All right, what have you done since you've been on probation? You want to raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
James Edward Kellogg.
All right, what have you done since you've been on probation? Other than, because they're taking some cases into consideration. Were these cases alleged to have been committed after he was placed on probation?
After, yes, Your Honor. However, I will let the court know that we were going to fight them if we needed to, Your Honor.
Okay. So what have you done?
To be honest, I was, when I got the probation a few months back when they gave it to me, they had an address for Austin, Texas, Diego Chavez in Austin, Texas, which was a half of outside of that in 1995.
Mhm.
They asked me for an address. I was under the impression that I would get mailing instructions.
So you didn't pick up the phone and call anybody? Why not?
I had the impression that waiting for mailing instructions. I gave them the address here.
You mentioned halfway house. Have you been on parole before?
Yes,
So you know how it works.
yes,
And you know you're supposed to reach out and contact people.
yes.
And you know that if they don't have the address that they have is the last address that perhaps you've given them, right?
Yes, and that wouldn't be the address they had on it.
Well, didn't a probation officer go over conditions with you?
Yes,
And you're telling me they didn't ask for your address?
did. And I
And-
gave them my address here that I've been on parole, and I was under the impression that they were going to give me reporting instructions when they approved that happens.
He felt that they had the new address, but they, I guess they did not. So there was issues there, Judge.
So I did give them a new address though before I left school.
All right. So what, are you saying that they never contacted you?
I was under the impression that they would give me mailing, I would get reporting instructions to the mail.
He's telling the court he is at fault. He
Yeah.
should have checked in,
Yes, sure.
but he didn't. And that's the reason why he didn't. But he understands he should have.
Yeah, that's right.
Now, see, what the reason why I'm asking these questions, because it appears to the court that you're saying you didn't know you had to report, or you didn't know where you had to report. And normally what ends up happening when people are on probation, they're giving their instructions of where to report. So did they tell you where to report, or did they not tell you where to report?
They told me I'm
And
just,
did you not? So they told you to report. Did they tell you where to report?
I was confused on how I was gonna get the reporting instructions. Am I guilty of not reporting May and June? Yes, I am.
No. Here's my question. Did they tell you where to report? That's either yes or no.
Yes, because I know where to report. I live
All right,
right
so-
down the street from
All right. So they told you where to report, and you say it's down the street from you,
their fault.
and you still didn't report. All right. So I'm just trying to clear up.
And Judge, that's as I stated, he's taking responsibility for that. He's telling the court he was, should have done more.
All right. Probation, anything else?
Okay.
All right. The court is going to grant the motion. The court is going to sentence you to 20 months in the state jail facility. Taking consideration 2025 CR 010938, 2025 CR 010939, and give you credit for any time served. Did you review the trial court certification of defendants' rights to appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? All right, you have a limited right to appeal. That right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you're on community supervision. because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own. Oh, I'm sorry. And there's also no unsupervised contact with minors. All right, because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what that is, you will need to speak to an attorney. Mr. Kellogg, I see that I had ordered for you sober support meetings. Is there still an alcohol or drug issue with you? All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to request for you the therapeutic community.
Thank you, Judge.
I don't have any jurisdiction to force you into the program or have them place you in the program, but they're going to see in the judgment that I recommend therapeutic community for you. Even though that's in the judgment, you're still going to have to ask for it. If you don't ask for it, they definitely will not consider you. Do you understand?
Yes, that's when I get to stage where I ask.
For the therapeutic community and let them know you need it. And once you're released from custody after you serve your sentence, if you can't find a transition home or a place that can help you maintain your sobriety, if I'm still here, you come back here and I'll.
After questioning and reflection, the truth surfaces. Kellogg knew where to report and still failed to do so. The judge weighs consequences, mercy or accountability. And now another defendant approaches, one whose story may be even heavier.
Good morning. All right, the court is calling 2025 CR 001789 State versus Diego Chavez. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Guillermo Lara for Mr. Chavez, Your Honor, we're ready.
And are you Mr. Chavez?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you entered a plea of guilty on September 8th. PSI and TAP evaluation was completed. According to your plea bargain agreement, the state is recommending deferred adjudication. Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI and TAP evaluation?
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
Any objections?
No, Your Honor.
All right, anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, I spoke with Mr. Chavez earlier today, and I did discuss some of the recommendations that were made by probation, specifically the fact that they want Mr. Chavez to have some type of outpatient treatment with his insurance company right now that he has. He has a very good job working for Tesla, well, as a subcontractor for Tesla. And that opportunity would give him the opportunity to show the court that not only could he comply with those conditions that probation is asking of him, he also recognized, and I did discuss with him, the DWI issue and the alcohol issue. He did speak to me candidly and say, I didn't think that I had a problem, but as far as the recommendation for probation, he sees how they could come to the court and suggest, look, if at the time of the incident, you had alcohol in your system, not only did you have alcohol in your system, you have a previous DWI, that is also something that would indicate that a DWI program potentially could be helpful for Mr. Chavez in succeeding on this deferred adjudication. And we would ask this court to consider that Mr. Chavez is willing not only to do the recommendations suggested by probation, but he's asking this court to give him an opportunity to continue with his work because, again, he has 3 children. He is behind on his child support, Your Honor. From the PSR, I did ask him, and he did verify that he is behind that $6,000 on his child support. He did indicate that now that he has this job and he's working full time, that gives him an opportunity to not only chip away at that amount, but also to give a little bit more to that child support amount that he's paying for his child. We asked this court to consider the fact that he does not have any prior felony convictions, Your Honor, and we would ask this court to follow the agreement with the prosecutor in this case, Your Honor, for deferred adjudication.
All right, you want to raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Diego Chavez.
All right, so what did you do wrong?
I had a firearm when I should have not had it with me at the time, and I believe that I'm not a bad person, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes to prove that I deserve a second chance and that I am a good person.
But no. You're saying you had a gun and you should not have had a gun. Because in the PSI report, the complainant is stating that you're not taking any account of your actions. So you're not here today because you had a gun.
Well,
right?
Right.
So why are you here today?
I'm here today because I was stopped for they had accused me of pointing a gun at to
Well, here's the thing. Let me stop you right there. You entered a plea of guilty. So your attorney will tell you, and I've been a defense attorney before, either you're falling on the sword or you're not. Now, your attorney has reviewed the PSI report. I'm assuming you've reviewed the PSI report. And let me just tell you, the complainant on page 4, did you read what the complainant said about you?
yes, ma'am.
So why are you here? Because the complainant says you had no remorse, zero remorse, and that you put several people's lives at risk, including a senior living facility that was nearby. So why are we here?
I'm here to take action in anything I need to do. I believe that
No, I mean, you're here to take action if I follow this agreement and place you on probation. But why would I even, let's start here. Why would I even put you on probation? Because it seems from what you're telling me, the police just came out of the blue, pulled you over, and they pulled you over and you had a weapon in your car. It seems to me, if that's the case, then maybe you should be in misdemeanor court, not in felony court. So there has to be something that has occurred for you to be in felony court, other than, because your attorney is saying you don't have any felonies. So other than you're just driving around with a weapon, because if you're just driving around with a weapon, then maybe, depending on the facts, maybe it's unlawfully carrying of a weapon, which is a misdemeanor, but you're here for a felony. So I'm trying to figure out mentally, why do you think you are here?
I believe I was at the wrong place at the wrong time, and I wasn't trying to intend to hurt anyone in any kind of way. And just in the position that I was in, it makes me look like a bad person. But
Here's the thing. People always say they're in the wrong place at the wrong time. And honestly, when you think about it, if somebody is at, hypothetically, if somebody is at a fast food restaurant and somebody pulls a gun on them, they're not in the wrong place at the right time. They're there just trying to enjoy their life, and somebody comes in and pulls a weapon on them, right?
yes, ma'am.
So I have yet to think of a scenario in my head where people are at the wrong place at the wrong time. Unless this is Star Trek and we're doing a time continuum. Otherwise, you were at this location according to what you stipulated to. There was a disagreement or something, and you put a gun on somebody. That's why we're here.
Yes, sir.
We're not here because you were driving around in a vehicle and you just had a weapon and that was it. We're here for that. Why is it so hard for you to say that?
I guess my wording, I shouldn't have took the action how I did,
And what action did you take
and
that was an inappropriate action?
that I had a weapon on me that, I mean, in the situation that I was in, I felt that my life was in danger.
Oh, then maybe we shouldn't be here. Maybe you should be at a jury trial and you should be arguing self-defense. See, here's the problem. You have pled guilty to this offense.
Yes, ma'am.
When you plead guilty to something, you are saying, yes, I did it. Now, sometimes it's not a guilty verdict. It's you're at a jury trial, you're saying, yes, I did it, but let me give you my self-defense issue, or let me give you my justification. I did it, but this is why I shouldn't be punished for it, because legally I had a right to do what I did. So this is what we're going to do.
Yes, ma'am.
We're going to come back, and counsel, you can appear by Zoom. We're going to come back at 1:30 and you need to think about this, because what I'm telling you is, according to the PSI report, the complainant is saying you shown zero remorse. And right now it appears to the court, and I may be wrong, sometimes people get very nervous. It appears to the court that you're not accepting any responsibility for anything, even though you've pled guilty to it. And once you pled guilty, what I can tell you, you all have an agreement that you receive a form of probation. You know, either I'll follow it or I won't follow it. So now is not the time to hedge your bets, right? You've gone past the point of jury trial. Now, what I can tell you, if I don't follow this, then the fact that you entered a plea, it can't be used against you. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so I'll see y'all back at 1:30.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, anyone? It's 12.
In this courtroom drama, 2 defendants stood before Judge Stephanie Boyd, each facing the consequences of choices that could no longer be undone. First came James Edward Kellogg, questioned for violating the terms of his probation. He admitted failing to report, but his explanations revealed confusion, assumptions, and missed responsibility. Judge Boyd pressed him with steady clarity. Had he been told where to report? Did he understand his obligations? The truth emerged. He knew what was required, yet failed to act. His probation, once a second chance, now became a reminder of the weight of inaction. Ultimately, Judge Boyd granted the motion and sentenced him to 20 months in the state jail facility, offering him a chance at therapeutic support if he chose to pursue it. Later, Diego Chavez appeared before the same bench, seeking deferred adjudication after pleading guilty. His attorney emphasized work, family, and the desire to improve. But when asked to explain what happened, Chavez minimized the incident, framing it as a misunderstanding. The PSI report, however, described a frightening encounter involving a firearm, risk to bystanders, and a striking lack of remorse. Judge Boyd challenged him to confront the reality of his actions and the responsibility that follows a guilty plea, insisting that accountability cannot be vague or passive. The weight of choices made in moments of confusion echoed louder than intentions. In this courtroom, truth mattered more than excuses. These proceedings showed that justice is not only about punishment, but about whether a person is willing to face their own actions and choose a different path. In the silence that follows a judge's ruling, the possibility of change either begins or ends based on honesty and personal accountability today.